Oh, consumption junkies, what's your function? The incredible consumption addiction. We want to talk about the New York Times' incredible, disgusting propaganda campaign that they have launched to keep the ruling Fukushima cover-up party in place. The full blown out propaganda machine is in full flight this morning. New York Times. Oh, you forgot about Fukushima. Fukushima never forgot about you. You can check out of the Hotel Fukushima anytime you want, New York Times. Jeff Bezos, Washington Post, but your bone marrow can never leave. So let's talk about this. Consumption junkies, what's your function? The incredible, sick consumption addiction of the United States populace. Oh, we got boats lined up off the ports in left coast. Right coast. Jeff Bezos click. The United States is consuming well over half. We broke the record. Yay! 38 years in a row. No, 42 years in a row. We are the champions, my friend. Consumption freaks. We're consuming over 50% of the world's gross product. We make up less than 4%. It was considered disturbing, an alarming number in 1981, Reagan, when it was 12%. Yeah, isn't it? KSL this morning. Oh, isn't this just horrible? It's got to be so frustrating for retailers and consumers. It's disgusting. How did the Mormon Church become the consumption imperialist propaganda machine? I don't know, but they did. They need to be their tax-free status needs to be stripped away. All these religious leaders, they're not supposed to preach these type of theses from the pulpit, especially political. Well, this isn't even political. It's a sick, deep-rooted. So Musk comes out, says he doesn't understand why the populace is anti-nuclear. It'll be 10 years, my cancer fight. And it was my Tesla stock that I had to forfeit. Remember I told you 10 years ago right now, get out of your gold, get out of your silver, shorted it, and go all in Tesla at $33, $34 a share. Who knew that he was... I forked it over $1 million with a Tesla stock to get into the bone marrow transplant center. Fight leukemia. LDS, East 8. So the salmon numbers are in complete, unbelievable, out of control collapse in the last 10 years. The drought, the great salt, this is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, and we're just going to obey, consume. We believe. Weakly in America can't handle the truth. You don't want the truth. So the Japanese election. New York Times all over. Yeah, he's going to become the next Japanese PM. No, he's not. The ruling party held their election. The ruling party. Why does the New York Times and these people want this party to stay in power? They've been in power for over 10 years now. Remember Nato Khan, he wasn't this party, was forced out when Fukushima happened by the United States. The United States controls Japan, Yalta by the sea. He was forced out. They've held power for 10. This is the Fukushima cover-up party. That party's so far down in the polls, it's unbelievable. The front runner is an anti-nuker. Why would the New York Times not want him in? Imperialist media, protecting imperialist freaking nuclear reactors and protecting imperialists. I mean, just the fact that Bezos bought the Post. I mean, it's imperialism. When are you going to wake up and it's the same nightmare that happened, same old theme, 1914, 15, 16, 17. It's imperialism. Imperialism media protecting imperialists. I mean, people are abstract. They think we live in some kind of... do you think people, when they were living in imperialist neo-feudalism Europe, knew they were? Some did. Most just went along with the winning team. Where's your crown? When your crown king, nothing. The greatest ecological catastrophe in human history is ongoing right now. This acute collapse to the ecology, it's unbelievable. And everybody just goes along with this consumption freak show. We got ships lined up off the ports. Isn't it horrible? Come on! Back off on the consumption. by youth. The youth are all over this. We are, we are. We are, we are. I tried so hard. But in the end, oh, it matters. You know, they've kettled us. I mean, just look at the anti-nuclear movement, what they've done to it. The Fukushima truther movement. Look what they've done. Please, well, come on. Who won't do it? You know. So the New York Times is in full blown out propaganda. Oh, this probably could will be the Japanese new PM. No, he won't. No, he won't. No, he won't. Kano's going to be the next Japanese PM, and he's a hardcore anti-nuclear energy guy with credentials as long as your arm. He's connected. He's the man. You know, we'll go back to Khan when he was the Japanese. You know, he's in San Diego. Twice he's walked up to me, Kevin Blanch, in hearings, bowed to me, and told me thank you for all your incredible work. Hardcore anti-nuclear. I asked him, point blank, well, how can you be so anti-nuclear energy now when you're the one that built up that? Part of it, one of the PMs that built it up. The United States CIA made me. It's a direct quote. I have witnesses. I will testify. We are. I'll be at Arlington soon. I'm just waiting to find the details of the funeral. So, KSL. I mean, my God. Talk about their false witness. I thought the crux of Christianity was usury. And then they're painting the drought situation. Oh, God, the ground got some monsoonal rain, and there's so much hope. Everything's going to be just fantastic. We are. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie to me. 90 degrees all week in late September. It becomes as natural as unleashing cattle onto the West Weber, Utah landscape. We are. We got a drought from hell going on. Peter called me yesterday and he says, God, just the migration of your videos is such an incredible commentary on scorched earth. You can look at it. All my trees were alive and well. My dogs were alive and well. Everything was just going. In 2013, 14, 15, everything started to collapse. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie to me. Talk about a historic piece. That sunflower was made by Lake Barrett's maintenance guy in Lake Barrett's yard. Yeah, Lake Barrett. The Fukushima Coverup kingpin. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl in 60 minutes. Well, Lake, where are these cores? See those holes right over there? They're in the Pacific Ocean. What? Well, fixing this catastrophe is like going to the moon. Way bigger than that. This has never happened before. I mean, even when I try to talk about my hypothesis that COVID is a mutation from the Fukushima disaster, I mean, I think it's a pretty logical hypothesis. That's freaking hate speech. So the hungry orcas who eat Chinook salmon, the Chinook have completely collapsed. They go to sea, completely collapsed, none to see. Dead tadpoles at your feet, none to see. You know, the whole pine tree catastrophe across the Western United, the heat bubble. The Great Salt Lake goes right, all hypothesized by Kevin Blanch. So she kicks the sea lion off her boat. What is you supposed to do? You know how dangerous a sea lion is? What's she supposed to do? And the orcas eat it because the orcas eat Chinook salmon. Their mainstay of their diet is Chinook salmon. There's no Chinook salmon. They're even moving out of their pods into places like Monterey Bay where they've never been at certain times of year. They're eating gray pups, whatever. What's she supposed to do? So you think there's TASS, provides state-run media. You know, TikTok's Chinese, right? Why would they take that video down? Oh, they took it down. They took it down, but people have it backed up because people are starting to scramble because they're burning the books. They're burning down entire libraries. We are, you know. Google, I mean Joseph Goebbels, you think that these times are different. Oh, they're different. Oh boy, are they different. Fukushima. So for every action, there's a reaction. George ain't gonna let me tend them rabbits. So for every action, there's a reaction. So you're trying to tell me the whole world's gone in denial. The whole world's gone in denial about Fukushima. And they've gone concerned. Oh, it's terrible. Those longshoremen need to work 24/7, 7 days. Oh, God, please. We have the longest work week in the world right now. We have for a long time now. People are exhausted. We've reached the tipping point. We can't do it anymore to make Bezos and Musk and these people multi-billionaires. People are tired. They can't do it anymore. So, the New York Times in full, blown out. Keep the ruling Fukushima cover-up party in power. Why? Because they're imperialist media. Nuclear energy is the imperialist tool. It is their imperialist number one. Consumption junkies, what's your function? I want to say to all of you that are going along with this, where's your crown? Stop consuming. Stop, buy used. Buy used. Stop consuming. Stop with the addiction. I understand you're sick. The country's sick. Really out of control debt. Just remember this. When the debt ceiling was reached, popped through in 2011. What? That was March 2011? Right when Hillary emails came out? Her and Humma? Don't go outside. If you have been, hurry and wash all your clothes. The plume is coming over. It's Barack Obama in the Rose Garden. I never promised you a Rose Garden. On St. Patrick's Day, 2011. The plume is coming over. Now, scientists tell us that it's not dangerous. California, Oregon, Washington. But I'm going to keep you abreast. I'm going to keep you in the know what I know. He was flown all the way to the other side of the earth. Argentina, Del Mar, Argentina syndrome. That afternoon. Entire family. All of them. He never mentioned Fukushima again. Not one time. Anderson, Vanderbilt, Cooper, and Sanjay Gupta in Fukushima. Nuclear meltdowns for the 6 days. Boots on the ground at the scene. Came home. They said nuclear meltdowns thousands of times. Never mentioned it again. Senator Wyden, head of the committee, spoke on the Hill. Congressional hearings on Fukushima. I went there multiple times. Much worse than I thought. 2013, they throw down the State Secrets Act. Never mentioned it again. He used to talk to me. He won't even communicate with me. I asked Mike Lee to his face about Fukushima. I'll get right back to you, Kevin. I'm going to talk to Senator Wyden. He lied. Senator Mitt Romney, I asked him right to his face. He just kept changing the subject. The ambassador to Russia, John Huntsman, asked him to his face. Lisa Ling, I asked her to her face. I'll get right back to you. None of them get back. It's unbelievable. The nuclear energy wannabe emperor, they have no fucking clothes. We are. It's up to the youth of the nation, to break this. We're not going along. We're not playing. The Fukushima cover-up's the greatest crime in human history, and it'll play out that way. We. They've squashed Kevin Blanch. Why fighting for his life? Full of AML leukemia. I was given 2 months to live. I got less than 2 weeks to the day I got sick. To my 10-year mark. Consumption junkies! All you imperialists. For every action, there's a reaction. There's never been nuclear meltdowns, core meltdowns in the history. It didn't happen at Chernobyl. Didn't happen at MIAC. Didn't happen at Santa Susana. Didn't happen at Idaho National Lab. Didn't happen at Chalk River. Didn't happen at... wait a minute. It happened at Fukushima. Good catch, Kev. The nuclear energy emperor has no clothes. For every action, there's a reaction. The greatest action in human history, full blown out nuclear meltdowns. Bringing star power to Earth, Livermore, California's logo. They did it. At least 3, most likely 6. suns. The sun can give you cancer for 93 million miles away. These ones are 6,000. The jet stream moves left to right. Breaking news, kids. The Japanese current and the California current moves left to right from Japan. We are the downwinders. We are the downwinders. I want you to know the plum's coming over us right now. Barack Obama, the greatest lie in human history. And then Trump meets with a B at the ruling party in Japan 18 times. For a Japanese PM to come here once is a big story. When Abe came here, tomato, snow job, snouting, he goes to MIT Media Lab. Why would he go there? Ask Laura who he handed the chip to, the endowment's daughter. Ask Glenn Greenwald. Oh, I did. He ran from me. I asked him too. Hear no nuclear energy evil. See no nuclear energy evil. You can't handle the truth. You don't want the truth. It's the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. We are. It's up to the youth. Stand up. Consumption job. Oh, the ships are lined up in California and on East Coast, left coast. Oh, it's horrible. Them longshoremen. We're consuming over 50% of the world's product. This country's sick with addiction. Consumption. Buy local. Yeah, a cliche. Buy used. Stop with their... I mean, what about the morality issue where this stuff's coming from? You do know. Go ask Senator Romney. Go ask Matt. He went off on the genocide that's going on in China. I thought that was crux of Christianity. Where's your morality? The Tariff Act, 1770s, Alexander Hamilton, to incentivize homemade goods to pay off the war debt. Trump used tariffs as a weapon. Once you start wearing those Trump women's shoes. The Hotel Fukushima. Oh, you could check out, but your bone marrow can never leave. We are. One last time. Consumption junkies, what's your function? So the debt ceiling in 2011, it came down to a sacrificial lamb right after Fukushima. Either kill Bert and Ernie, pull the plug on money from PBS, give it to the Koch brothers, or pull the food inspectors out. Oh, they pulled the food inspectors out. The only place on earth that didn't block the food from coming in from Fukushima, Japan, the fish. You're looking at us. The United States. The rest of the world still has it blocked. It's a major subject matter all over the world. The number one. Not here. See no nuclear evil. Hear no nuclear evil. Speak no nuclear evil. The nuclear energy emperors. And your wannabe clan. They have no fucking crown. Where's your fucking crown? When you crown king nothing.